Right then, guys, just a very quick look. There's a car over there that's caught my eye. We're fast approaching the June auction later on. We start later on today, June auction. And there's a Bentley over here that caught my eye when it first arrived. So certainly out of this building, that's the car for me. A lovely, lovely thing. I took the initial inquiry on this car, and I must admit, a white Bentley GT. And I sort of poo-pooed it a little bit, I'm not going to lie. However, then you fast forward and the car arrives and it's lovely, 38,000 miles. It's guided 15 to 20 if memory serves. It's a difficult one to value because white isn't everyone's colour. Suits me, doesn't it? You can see a bit of green and gold on there, couldn't you? It could be my next company car. Maybe, Dave, wherever he is. Anyway, there you go. I think the car's worth £20,000. Whether it's going to get there or not is another thing. It's either going to stall and do 18. This is my prediction, right? It's either going to stall and do 18 or it's going to do 24, depending on how people see a white GT. You know, as I say, for me, I like white cars. I run a white truck and a white pickup. And as I say, our colours, there's a Scania. Look at that. You could let it up, couldn't you? And it could park next to that Scania there. Look, it's nearly fleet colours. So anyway,
day 3, you might have some spare cash, and then you could buy it.
I might have enough. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I might have enough. So there you go. That's my pick. Certainly of this building, I think the car's a stunner. So there you go. If you're thinking of one, treat yourself.
So we'll come back after on day 3 then when it's been through, and we'll see if you were right.
Look forward to it.
750. Oh, this is a lovely car.
Shall I?
Yeah.
No, if you know it.
Yeah. There you go. Just pass over to Dad.
Hang on a second.
Good timing.
Yeah, that was
Planned.
yeah. Shall we pretend that bit was planned? No, I've been keeping an eye out. The only reason I interjected there slightly is because I've been chatting with Howard, who's the owner of the car, and I feel that like obviously we know each other and so forth. So as we often do through our auction, we swap around a little. If someone knows something about something, then they swap over and so on and so forth. So the Bentley, which is parked just there, she's a cracker, she's lovely. It looks better in real life, I can assure you. At first, I'll be honest, we were like, oh, why? I'm not sure. And then it arrived, and it does look really well. It does look well. So Howard's given me some instructions. I know where we are with the car. So I thought that's why I'll jump on and do it. So there you are. These are fantastic for value, by the way. The plate makes it look a little older than it is. Obviously, it's an 09, not an 07. So please bear that in mind as well. Anyhow, we've got some bids there, Will, and I've got some bids here. So if we start with that one on the screen there, look, we've got 6 bids, 6 taking us to 16.1. So we've got 16,100 bid there. Can I immediately go to 16,005, please? 16,500. So we've got 16,500, thank you, 16,500, and then 750, please, 16,750. Thank you, 16,750, that gets us on, that's it, that ticks those boxes then. 16,750 we've got then, and we're off at 16,750, £17,000. At £17,000 we are, at 17,000, 17,250 on my sheet here at 17,250. At £17,250 we have. At 17,500, 17,500 and 750, 17,750, at 17,750, 17,750 we've got, £18,000 then, £18,000 in Lincolnshire at 18,000, 18,250 on my sheet, 18,250, at 18,000, 18,005 there I see in Lincolnshire, 18,005. Can I go 18,600, please, Will? 18,600, 18,006, 18,006 bids with me, 18,600, 18,700, 18,800, 18,800 we've got, 18,900, £19,000 on my sheet at £19,000 I've got, 19,001 in Lincoln there, at 19,001, I'm out. 19,001. Lincoln, you're in. Who's that in Lincoln, please, Will?
This is Dean.
Dean?
Yeah.
Dean, you're in. At £19,100 we have. At 19,100. At £19,100 then. At £19,100 are we all done and dusted at 19,001. The car's on sale Off it goes at £19,100 then. Are we all done and dusted then for the first, second, third and last time at £19,100?
Right then guys, a bit of a roundup I think really. Bentley's just nicely gone through and it's achieved what, 19-1. So if we rewind 4, 5, 6 weeks when I spoke to the vendor on this car, he sent through some photographs and I initially spoke to him at white Bentley, etc, and I thought, oh, I don't know quite how people are going to see that. Then he sent some photographs and I thought, you know what, I quite like that. That's either going to fall flat and get no interest, or it's going to creep up and sell and do really well. Mileage is good, it's not killed with miles. It's arrived, we've cleaned it, it sits there, look, it's just done 19 and a bit thousand pounds, which is brilliant. I told him that it really wanted to arrive with, I think, about a 15,000 reserve, there or thereabouts, to try and attract some interest. I knew the car's it's worth 20,000 quid, that's what the car's worth, but the market's down a little bit, and it's white. It's not everybody's choice of colour, although I think it suits it. So I'm really pleased, because he was a little bit worried about putting 15 on the sheet, and I'm not going to lie, and I would be worried about putting 15 on the sheet. And anyway, it's done 19, so 19-1. So I think he's had a really good result. But as I say, and we say it to everybody, you know, cars have to arrive, cars have to arrive with a sensible reserve to get some interest. And then once you've got some interest, you can work, can't you? No interest, no bid. Simple as that. So there's no point in arriving with a car with a 25 grand reserve, hoping that they might get 20. It doesn't work. Psychological, isn't it? It's like buying houses. You always look at a house that's worth more than you can afford, thinking you're going to bid them. And this goes the other way round. So I'm pleased it's done really well, and it deserves to do really well because it's a lovely car. All I do know is that car's done 19. That Escort there behind it done thick end of 40. Which do you really want to put your money in? You know, it don't make a lot of sense, does it really? But anyway, lovely car. Someone's going to really enjoy it. Generally speaking, we've had a good auction across the board. It's been okay. Figures, well, they haven't gone up, put it that way. They might have just gone down a little bit more following last month's auction, maybe. The only good thing is there's still a lot of interest, and people are still keen to participate, keen to buy, keen to sell, so that's good. But figures have just dropped down a little bit again. We'll see what next month brings, but at the moment figures are a little deflated, I'm not going to lie, a little deflated. However, onwards and upwards, we've got another, where are we now? I can't really see that, another 120 odd lots to go today, so we're maybe halfway through, are we? So fingers crossed the second half of day 3 will be a good day. Fingers crossed. Over and out. 4,600 pounds. There it goes. Thank you. What he says, that's 47. 43. Last time. That you will.